Hey everyone, Anthony Fontana, Alive After 5. I'm testing a whole bunch of masks that one of my new clients gave me today. This is like an embroidered thing. And I'm doing it on a recumbent bike because I understand in New York, you have to wear one of these things to go to a gym. So this is not going to work out. I've been on here about a minute, 2 minutes, and it's impossible to breathe through a mask. I bought today from the same place that I went to meet this new client, these mask remover sponges. They were like $1. So I'm going to remove the mask with the sponges and throw it on the side right now and move on. So September 11th is here. Today was a day for me that bittersweet day, of course, as many of you know. But it was an amazing day. I met with the owner and founder of a new nonprofit, Angels of Long Island, actually a 6-year-old nonprofit, Angels of Long Island, which is located literally blocks away from the house I lived in Patchogue back in 2001 when 9/11 happened. And 9/11 100% changed my world. Talk about that in a second, but it was an amazing day. I was actually given the position of CFO of this organization and a seat on their board of directors today. So it was a significant day for me. It blew my mind what this woman is doing with her charity. And a mutual friend of mine, Tommy Shark, introduced us, and Tommy was given a seat on the board today also. He's an amazing man, and what he's doing for this charity is literally blowing my mind. So a great day in terms of that. Talk a little bit about 9/11. You know, it's 19 years have gone by, and it still feels like yesterday. When you think about it, when I think about that day, I literally can't forget every minute of that day. How I stood at the bottom of the Brooklyn Bridge watching the building, and then plane hit second building where my sister-in-law was. And when that building disappeared in front of us, as I was standing literally at the bottom of the bridge looking over, I turned to the guy next to me, like, where did it go? Where did it go? And when my phone rang a second later, it was my now ex-wife, Kathleen, who basically said the building collapsed, and so did my mother. Come home, come home. So from there, it wasn't easy to get anywhere. So lower Brooklyn, lower downtown Brooklyn, drove to my dad's house, who was like just bizarre, crazy with what was going on, and incredibly concerned, had to locate what my daughters were. Emotionally, it was not a good day. Ended up at Christina's parents' house, and it was just bad. You know, we were hearing things about voids that, people, in the building or down in the basement, below ground, that there is possibilities that people are alive. You watch it fall. There's no way anybody survived that. Obviously I knew that, and so did her brother, Billy, but we still held out hope that ultimately things would turn themselves around, and it wasn't as bad as it looked. But unfortunately it was. September 11th for me, other than the horror of watching it transpire and being in a small way connected with the events of that day, the families that were literally directly impacted, losing siblings and mothers and fathers and kids, that's where the heart should go. Those people are suffering every day and will forever. Knowing that they'll never see their loved ones again. And it was definitely not an easy day, without question. But coming from that, it should never happen again. We cannot forget. This is the shirt that we put together. I think I put a picture of it up. This shirt is literally from September 2001. And it's getting a little frayed. I've literally worn this shirt on every single flight I've ever been on since that event up through last year. It just gets a little bit raggy. It's getting a little raggy here because of my beard and facial hair, so I don't wear it anymore on flights. But I still wear the bracelet that her father had made out of stainless steel, for everyone in the family. I have a couple of those bracelets, and I wear one almost all the time. I wore one for almost 10 years before I even took it off. I finally took it off after 10 years. But how are you affected by it? What do you feel about it? I would love to know how you were impacted out of it. What are your thoughts on the whole concept of this situation that happened? It wasn't people doing a few things. This was a terrorist act that took down two iconic buildings, the building of which was supervised by another friend of mine, Runzi Valerio, who he passed away. He was a senior union construction foreman for the building of the towers. So over the years, we've learned from him how they were constructed and all that. And they were my favorite buildings. I worked just a few blocks away from them for 12 years, ate lunch underneath them, hundreds of times, sitting at the Globe, underneath that Globe. And, it's a different skyline now. I have not been back to downtown Manhattan since 2005. And someday, MJ and I will go together and visit the memorial that's there now. I have not been there since all the new construction. But thank you, everyone, for your comments and your words directed at myself. All I ask is that you pray very hard for everyone, the 3,000 people across the country that died that day. And it's their memories that we cannot forget. We cannot ever forget that this occurred. And I don't care what your political leanings are. I don't care what your stance is, what your economics are. This cannot and will never happen again. And, just be diligent in your own surroundings. But, man, oh, man, it was just not a good time, obviously. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to finish this workout right now and grab the Lady MJ, maybe toast to my late sister-in-law, Christina Donovan Flannery. She used to have a website up, the family, I should say, but they disconnected that 13 years ago. There's really nothing out there. Why, I don't know. Maybe I need to start something. There was a small foundation started for her that, as far as I know, isn't even in existence anymore. But, she was an amazing kid, no doubt about that. And my sister's childhood friend, Pamela, my best friend, Tommy, who designed my MJ's engagement ring, Tom Manos, and Frank Manos, his cousin George died. I did not know that that week or even that month. I only found out when there was a post from someone in the family. And I was stunned. I mean, I grew up with the kid. He was the little boy trying to hang out with the 15-year-old big boys, right? Just a great guy and just a really nice young kid. And he perished there. David Fontana, fireman, of course. Another one, his wife, Jackie, has done very well in the years since as an advocate. My buddy Charlie Wolf, his wife Kathleen. I know Charlie since '87, and his wife was a beautiful human being, and she was on one of the planes. So I hope and pray I don't see any more of these stupid conspiracy theory dumb things. If I do, I'm gonna just get rid of people that think like that. That's ridiculous. It was done by people that wanted to kill us, and unfortunately, they succeeded. And I hope and pray it never happens again. I'm looking at things going on now on that side of the world, and there's peace accords being set up and trade relationships being developed, and who knows? Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe that's a great sign that we can maybe never drop our guard, but maybe we can start living in peace as a planet, which is what I hope. As I get older, I want that more and more and more and more and more. The fighting, the wars, no more. We need to move on and be together as a planet. I think that's very important. So we only get one shot around this world in one lifetime, and how we live that life is going to determine the future generations' lives. 100%. We need to set the example now, and things need to be done the right way. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to go another 5 miles before I got to stop. But thank you, everybody, for your kind comments to me. Reach out to others that you know, please. And we're praying for all of these souls that perished that day. So God bless you guys. Love you all. Oh, hi, is that Irene? Irene, Melanie. Hi, Melanie. How are you? Hey, Josh. What's going on, buddy? Hey, James. I'm going to jump off, guys. And a very quick video tonight and finish this up. Love you guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.